Got a new property for you. My name is Miles. Our company is Wilco Land, and this piece of property is located in Arnold, California, near Camp Connell. Just towering trees. I'm going to walk you through some photos and talk a little bit about the property. During this video, I'm going to talk about access. I'm going to talk about utilities, and I'm going to show you some of the resources that we share and what I look at when we're buying land here at Wilco Land. This is located in Calaveras County, California, which is actually in the Sierras. It's a half an acre property or just under. And this area, from what I can tell and what I've heard, it's a spot to custom build a tiny cabin, right? Or, a tiny home or whatever you're looking for. Maybe a bigger cabin. I shouldn't say tiny. That's kind of the trend right now. But looking at some of the photos, the area is cool. I mean, these trees are really big trees, and some of these cabins are a lot of unique A-frames are back here. This is a little tree house. I know we've advertised tree house lots before, and you can see, just an idea of the structures you're going to see out there. This is pretty, middle class to higher class area, I think. There's a lot of alpine lakes up here. It's at about 5,000 feet elevation is the area. It's part of a POA, but that's optional. Which is interesting. You don't see that a lot. It's like a nonprofit. And our photographer just used the address. I'll share the property address. So just like you're going to, your friend's house, you don't know directions, typing that in your phone, it's going to bring you right to the property. There is paved road access. When you go out to the property, try and identify maybe natural features in the landscape to get a better idea of the layout. There are survey markers, and our photographer mentions that in the video. So check out the photographer's video, and you can just get an idea of the depth and the size of those trees. They're huge. And what this area does have, which is nice, is there's mutual water, or like public water is what it's called. So there is an option, like, I don't know if there's a tap fee. You might want to call the POA about that. Or even like maybe get on Zillow, call a local real estate agent, pick their brains a little bit. There are some other listings on Zillow for sale by real estate agents that probably have worked this area for a long time, longer than I have. So that's a little bit of a trick too. Just, I'm interested in some property out there. What's the deal with water? This must be the front end of the property, or the entrance. You can see there is power at site. There's power lines. There's development in the area. We can see that in these aerial photos. So, electricity isn't going to be an issue for you. Some people have asked, this doesn't go up to the road. Is there road access? This is a overlay. So what it's trying to show us, and I'll show us on Google Earth right now. I'll just jump straight into it. What it's trying to show us is a plat map overlaid on Google Earth. So it is going to be slightly shifted. You might have this little gap, but in all actuality, this property butts up to the road. And so if we zoom in here, supposedly our photographer said there's been a little clearing or a little work for a driveway maybe. And you may, depending on where the boundary markers are, the survey markers, it may or may not be on our property. Same with some of those cleared trees. So, before you build, before you develop, you're going to talk to a professional and learn more about that. Is that your driveway and whatnot? So a lot of times these properties we're buying have never been touched for the most part. But, people ask, can you build? Can you develop? Everything points in the direction of yes. It's zoned for development too. There's a lot that goes into development, right? You need to get a septic system installed here. I do not believe there's public sewage. So maybe that's, there is more development out here. Maybe that's something in the future that happens in this area. But for now, I believe, based on other listings too, septic is needed out here. A sign like this guy built, I'm assuming all these properties are pretty darn similar. Somebody was able to develop there and here. And I don't even know, sometimes these trees cover up these small little houses in here. So there could even be more development. I mean, that almost looks like a house. And same with maybe that structure, but really going out there is going to be a telltale sign. Let's see if we can look at street imagery. So that, yep, we cannot look at it here. You could drop this person on this main road to get an idea of the area. And we can do that right now, just to get an idea of the landscape out here. And this is what we're looking at. We're in a national forest, basically, and I will pull that up on a map. Get out of that ground level view and show you, I think there's one more thing I wanted to show you on Google Earth. And that was just clicking in. What's cool is we have a link and you can download this On our listing, we show this. This will pop up, and I downloaded it. Not as relevant for this listing because it's not off grid or tough to access like a lot of ours, but this is cool. So like I said, this is what gave me that tiny home, you know, A-frame idea. And you can see some of these photos on Google Earth, and it just gives you an idea of the area. I mean, people are sharing resources and imagery. So, you know, for us, we're buying land from South Dakota. This is really great intel for us to make a decision to buy a property and, you know, how we're going to price it, things like that. So Camp Canal General Store. So you got a general store. Look at that during the winter. This is a cool property. A lot of skiing nearby. You're close to Big Bear, and you're pretty close to a lot of little alpine lakes from what I've read. And what I do want to show you is zoning. So a lot of people ask about zoning. What can you do with the property? This zoning link where I'm at right now is going to be inside the website listing. And so you'll be able to go in here and it'll say like rural residential, things of that nature, you know, unclassified, there's a lot of different zonings. And, you know, you'll go into here and you'll read more about it. This is for Calaveras County. And so that's a good start. We'll have this link. You know, you'll just look up the zoning. It should go straight to it for this property, but there's also some bylaws I'm going to add too. Like the POA has a few guidelines to assist people in, you know, what they can build, things like that. So that'll be linked in the listing too. It's not very restrictive. Like I said, it's an optional POA. I will list their website and you can reach out to them. While I talk, I want to do one last thing is show you the video. I've touched on power. I've touched on access. This is a plat map. We're lot number 7 here on Shoshone Drive. And our photographer did a video here, which kind of encompasses, I won't keep you for the full 2 minutes, but I'll let this play through for a second. Just to give you an idea, there's a road up there. I mean, I'm assuming this is our property back here. And we'll have some sound on the website so you can listen to the video as well. But it is, I mean, I think we're looking back at the property here. It is kind of that cabin in the woods, you know, is it Airbnb rental? Is it a vacation spot on the weekends? Is it just a pure investment? I mean, there's a lot of properties, I shouldn't say a lot, but there's some properties priced, you know, in the 60,000 mark, right, in this area. And as you can see, we're close to major metro areas, which is a great thing. This is where the property location is. We're in Stanislaus National Forest, if that's how you pronounce it. And I mean, we're in the Sierras here. I mean, this is really cool. Really close to Yosemite, Lake Don Pedro. There's little alpine lakes up here. Here's Bear Valley. And I mean, this is cool. This is really cool. And you can zoom in and all along this road, if you click this guy down, you can really go explore along that whole road right there. So that's just one thing a tool I wanted to show you. So again, this is the property address. Go on Zillow, check out some comparable sales. You know, if you see a better deal out there, we'll most likely match it. So come to us with that. We'll have owner carry available for this property. It does have easy access. To me, this screams investment. This screams vacation spot, a recreational home base, even maybe an Airbnb, you know, some sort of custom Airbnb or tree fort in the woods. So take a look at the information in the listing. It'll be posted on Wilco Land here in the next few days. Our number is 605-299-5553. My name's Miles. I'm a great contact to talk to for questions about the property. So look forward to hearing from you.